I gave $500 to a robot. Look at this. It says it may outpace positive returns. Now, just think about that. But that's not me talking. That's the app about itself. But we'll come back to that in a minute. First off, I'm not real smart with money. I want you to say it up front so nobody's surprised later. Do your own homework. I'm just a retired guy with a camera, not a finance advisor. Here's one thing I do know. If you leave your money in your checking account, it does not grow. If you don't spend it, it does not invest itself. It just sits there, very still, waiting for somebody to spend it. That's the whole system. As far as I can tell, money goes in, somebody needs, money comes out, and that's how it works. I used to say it like this: Dad's the ATM, Mom's the bill collector. I'm not an investor. I'm an ATM that says good morning first. So when the internet told me that artificial intelligence could manage people's money better than I can, I thought, well, that's not a high bar. But they say things like, our AI is better at picking stocks than 99% of investors. Really? Another one. Two guys, same haircut. One retires with $569,000 and the other with $1,800,000 because he used a different app. Use their app and they'll get it. That's what they say. Then an ad using the name of the actual AI company I use, makers of Claude, to sell some app that has nothing to do with them. And I don't know how they get away with it, but so that's the internet. Confident, specific, and usually made up. Look at this. They have lots of cool advertisement. Something called Alnea, an AI wealth manager. But look at the fine print. They expect $120 a year, flat fee before a single dollar is invested. But even that, you have to go to the fine print to see it. $120 of damage before the app's done anything. I know what they really want is they want you to pay more each month. Then they'll forget the $10 by you giving more and more, a couple $100. But I did not choose Alnea. Here's what I actually did. I gave a real AI robo-advisor $500. Money that left in my checking account would not go anything. I got ready to play. When the AI asked me how much risk I wanted, aggressive, conservative, or somewhere in the middle, I said, well, in the middle. I'm not gambling, but I'm not hiding money under the mattress either. When they heard in the middle, they turned my $500 into, well, 73% of that into stocks. I'm not sure what they're doing with the rest, but I don't have to worry about it because they're doing it for me. Then it did what robot advisors do. Split my $500, $36, into 11 different funds. Mid-cap funds, mid-cap stocks, small-cap stocks. I don't even know what they mean. Emerging markets. And that's how come we want them to go over them, because you do all this and you, oh, get this. $4.13 went into something called JP Morgan Ultra Short Income. $4 diversified into its own category. $4. I think they expect me to give them more money. And I don't know what mid-cap means. I generally don't think I'm supposed to. I think the whole reason funds exist so guys like me don't have to find out and let their AI do it all. Now remember that thing I mentioned at the start? Here's the whole sentence. I open the app. It's Betterment Investment, by the way, that's who I'm using. And it had a warning for me about itself. Quote, Based on your balance with us in this investing account, your current $5 a month base price may outpace positive returns. In other words, give us more than $5 a month and maybe we can make some money for you. I don't know. We'll see. The app is concerned about its own fee. I've been investing for less than a week, and the AI I hired has already filed a complaint against itself. Well, let's talk about risk. I've ridden on lots of planes, never flown one. That isn't risk. If I'm flying in it, that would be risk. But money invested means you could wind up with zero. So think about that. And now I've got a robot running my checkbook. That's something I don't even do. More risk, more potential reward. That's what they say. That's not a slogan. That's just math. Supposedly, stocks beat cash over long periods because in stocks, the money goes up and down, but you get paid more by tolerating the bumps. We'll see. I said long periods. I'm running this test for 90 days. 90 days is not a long period. 90 days is less time than I have left before I fully retire. I'm at the airport for 90 days. And I've been there 10 years. Well, I think it's long enough for somebody to say, hey, guess what? That was a good idea. Let's give him more money. Or the money to vanish and leave behind a note that says, thank you for everything. Let's do it again. So I have two. That's one. The other is SPACs. I'm putting in SPACs, Fidelity's Government Fund. I push. It's exciting as parking lot. Cash goes in, buy short term, and the government pays a percentage, usually about 3% or so. It didn't ask me how I tolerate risk. It didn't ask me anything. It assumed I wanted my money to sit quietly, and that was the first financial product that I ever understood. So this isn't a fair fight. One side taking risk, the other side took a nap. By the way, have you or are you using an AI investing app? Tell me about it in comments down below. So here's where we stand. $500 in Robo-Advisor. An algorithm is already nervous about his own fee, and $500 in SPACs, doing nothing, earning about 3%, asking nothing of me. What's best? Who knows? Who goes? So I'm not looking at either account for 90 days, not once. So I'm just going to let it go right along. In September, we will look. That's the check-in. That's when we find out if the risk paid off. So come along with me. If you want to see who wins, subscribe. And I'm not coming back to tell you in comments, but I'm not panicking. I'm not adjusting anything. I'm just taking notes and I'm walking away. And I'm going to let AI do all the work. This is Michael. This is Life Defiant.